It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 29th of October. I'm Michael Groff. If you step outside today, you're going to notice it. Fall has finally arrived. It feels absolutely glorious out there. Temperatures about 15 to 20 degrees cooler than what we experienced yesterday. We are done with the triple digits. We're done with the 90s. And now we experience temperatures at or even below average for the next several days. There are signs we could see some unsettled weather out there on the horizon, too, toward the end of the weekend and into next week. We'll talk about that and everything else as we finally have some good news, some good things to talk about on these videos for a while. So let's do it. Here we go. The almanac from yesterday. Take a good look at it. You won't see that until next spring in all probability. 96 degrees the afternoon high. 64 was the morning low. 85 and 61 are the averages for this time of year. We picked up a trace of rain officially at Sky Harbor yesterday as that cold front came on through, although basically none of us saw any measurable rain, maybe across parts of northern Maricopa County, but that was about it. Outside now at 10:40 a.m., sunny sky, and yes, it is delightful. We've got 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 32, humidity 26%. Yes, it's breezy, wind from the west at 16 miles per hour. Those breezes will calm down later today and tonight. And the barometer is steady. Satellite picture shows that system that brought the cooler weather. The cold front moved on through, and now we are left with clearing sky and dry conditions, a northwest flow aloft, and that's just going to keep us mostly sunny and quiet. Now, we will see some high clouds coming on in here tomorrow. That's going to be about it. Watch warning map. Some freeze warnings over the southeastern part of the state. We've got some wind out across portions of New Mexico and the Plain States. Fire danger concerns, red flag warnings out there. But for the most part, things are pretty quiet. Convective outlook. There is a little sliver of a marginal risk over parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. The tropics and the Atlantic Basin, pretty quiet right now, but an area of interest out across the Caribbean. Over the next 7 days, there is the potential of tropical cyclone development there. But in all probability, even if something develops, based on steering currents right now, it is likely to stay east of the United States. But we, of course, will keep an eye on it because hurricane season runs through the end of November. So we've got about a month to go. And closer to home, the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix between 1 and 2/10 of an inch. And this is what is expected to occur later on in the forecast period. And we'll talk about this and everything else going on, too, as we check out the models, see what the future may hold. Here we go. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run, and it's valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Troughing out here across the west, those negative height anomalies. That's a good thing because what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day today, sunny, breezy, much cooler. Now, our high temperature today, 79 degrees, occurred at 1 a.m. And I don't think we're going to be up there this afternoon. I think temperatures this afternoon should top out in the mid-70s. So we have likely had our high temperature for the day today. So it's just going to be a gorgeous day, albeit breezy at times. So be aware of that. Then for tonight, the breezes calm down, mostly clear sky, overnight lows generally in the mid-40s for the cool spots, low to mid-50s for the urban core. A very nice, cool, crisp fall night. Yeah, you can open up the doors and the windows. It's going to feel delightful. And then tomorrow, it's more of the same, really. We're looking at mid-70s, mostly sunny in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon. Some high clouds will come on through. Here's Thursday. It's Halloween. Looks like an absolutely perfect day. Highs upper 70s, low 80s. Mostly sunny sky, maybe a few clouds around at times. And when you go out with the trick-or-treaters, temperatures probably falling back toward the low 70s, maybe upper 60s by the time you wrap all that up. And then Friday looks nice, upper 70s, low 80s, sunny sky. Pretty much where you ought to be for the first day of November. Now, as we go to the weekend, we've got a trough coming into the western states. Rain lining up to the north and west of Arizona. Clouds on the increase on Saturday. High temperatures should still be probably close to 80. But we will see some showers maybe coming into the northwest part of the state by late in the day. And by Saturday night and Sunday, I suspect we have a chance at seeing some showers in here. And this is really an interesting situation that the models are kind of all over the place on the evolution of this trough. A good number of the models, I would say about 70% of our model suite has a system developing here and closing off into a deeper upper low to the north and west of us and kind of retrograding and dropping in here and being more of a closed low type scenario, a slower moving system. And if that scenario comes to fruition, we would see a better chance of showers. Now, the GFS is slightly more progressive with this, keeping it as more of an open wave type system, or showing maybe kind of a 1-2 combo punch here of two little open waves coming on through. And if that's right, probably somewhat less precipitation, although it would still result in cooler weather. So we'd have to see which scenario ultimately plays out. If we see a deeper low here coming into the southwest, that would result in more precipitation and a shallower open wave type system, less precipitation, but either way, cooler and potentially unsettled weather looks more likely here by the end of the weekend and moving into next week. And afternoon highs, yes, they'd probably drop toward the low and middle 70s. Here's Monday, and again, low to mid 70s, maybe a chance at some showers. And again, if the deeper solution comes to fruition, it could be cooler than this. Here's a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 5th of November. And there's something going on the 5th of November, some kind of important day in this country. I don't know, something about an election or something. Anyway, ridging in the east, we've got troughing lifting out here into the plain states, and it looks quiet. Dry conditions, temperatures look to be close to, if not just ever so slightly below seasonal averages. Going out 10 days. This is Thursday, the 7th. The GFS shows some kind of tropical cyclone out there near the Yucatan Channel. We'll watch that. There's a trough here coming out of the west and toward the plain states. We would be dry and mild in that scenario with temperatures close to average, a big ridge building up toward the Pacific Northwest. And looking at precipitation around here, rainfall off the GFS ensemble. Now this goes all the way out through the 12th of November. The ensemble mean here about 1/4 of an inch. European ensemble is much more bullish. This is, we're back to the way it normally is. Remember, all summer the Euro was very dry, the GFS was wetter. Now the GFS is drier, the Euro is a wetter scenario, and it favors more of that closed low solution by this weekend and early next week. And as a result, the ensemble mean here is up around or just over 3/4 of an inch of rain. So we hope the European keeps its track record and actually turns out to be the correct ensemble here. And temperatures off the national blend of models, you can't ask for much more than this. Yes, we're going to creep up into the low 80s. Of course, we weren't going to be done with 80-degree temperatures. That's close to average for this time of year. The average high for today is 84, so we're going to be right around there. But at least for the rest of the week anyway, we'll be up around 83, 84 degrees potentially. But then by this weekend, temperatures drop off back toward the low 70s, maybe mid 70s, and it could even be cooler than that if heavier precipitation should materialize. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube, make those monetary contributions, and of course, you can donate to us directly via PayPal, groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's GROFFshow@gmail.com for PayPal. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of SweetChildAZ.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name called Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle, check her out. Check out her videos. Check out everything Michelle related linked up down in the description. You can also check out something Michelle and Mike related. Yes, we do all sorts of things. It's a multimedia empire around here. We have a streaming station. It's called KMGX. It's available at KMGX.com. And of course, it's also linked up through various ways down in the description. So there's so many ways for you to listen. Why wouldn't you want to? Everybody likes music, and it's a station that plays literally thousands of songs. So I suggest you check it out. Plus, you get to hear Michelle and me, but really Michelle. So, what could be better than that? All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is so greatly appreciated. Please be safe. stay cool, stay hydrated. I don't even have to tell you that anymore, right? I mean, we got temperatures in the 70s, but you know what? Still, if you're out there working hard, still want you to stay cool and stay hydrated. Be safe. Yes, of course. We always want that. It's still the desert after all. And you guys have yourselves I just got so used to saying that for the last 5 months. It's hard to break the habit. And have yourselves a delightful rest of your Tuesday.